Representative Howard has House File 528. Representative Howard, would you like to move your bill?
Yes, Madam Chair. I'll move that House File 528 be laid over.
Representative Howard, to your bill.
Thank you, members. As this committee has really detailed this session, access to housing that Minnesotans can afford is a challenge across the state, from Minneapolis to Mankato, from Bloomington to Bemidji. We know that the challenges are real, but we also know those challenges differ from community to community. And we have some shared understanding that our local communities and local elected officials really have the heart of their community at work and know what is best and know what kind of housing they need. And that's what brings us to this bill, a local housing trust fund state match that would allow us to provide flexible assistance to leverage private investment and support communities to make the investments they know they need to make in their community. From way of background, in 2017, the legislature established definitions of local housing trust funds. Before that, only 3 existed throughout the state. Since 13 communities across the state have established a housing trust fund to meet their local housing needs, and now there are more than 30 that are interested in doing so. This legislation would create a state match in the amount of $10 million to help support, fund those local housing investments in flexible ways all across the state. This could be used by local communities to support affordable single-family housing, rehabilitation of single-family or rental housing, or addressing the deeper affordable housing that we've heard is so hard and is so needed in certain areas of the state. And so what this legislation is a way to support the needs we know are present all across the state in a strategic, targeted way that allows our local communities to lead. And with that, Madam Chair, I would turn it over to my testifiers.
Thank you, Representative Howard. We have first testifying Erica Coleman from the Bloomington HRA. Welcome to the committee. Please identify yourself for the record.
Thank you. My name is Erica Coleman. Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee. My name is Erica Coleman, and I am the administrator of the Housing and Redevelopment Authority in and for the city of Bloomington. I'm here in support of House File 528. Cities are doing everything possible to address housing stability needs for residents. In 2019, the city of Bloomington established a local housing trust fund. What many may not know is that we took out a loan to fund the revolving loan fund and are still determining funds for our housing stability fund. Priorities for housing needs in Bloomington run the whole housing continuum, from people experiencing homelessness in our hotels to the need to create and preserve affordable housing options. Through our inclusionary zoning policy that created our local housing trust fund, we focus on 50% area median income and below for housing creation and preservation. As of December 2020, Bloomington has 5,544 naturally occurring affordable housing units, better known as NOAA, in 88 properties with costs that are upwards of $100,000 per unit, give or take, for health and safety updates and stabilization of low to moderate income residents. It is difficult to have the funding and flexibility to be reactive and, better yet, proactive for our residents and owners without proper funding sources that are flexible to maintain safe, stable, decent, affordable housing. Local municipalities must have and maintain flexibility in funds, sources, and allocations to meet housing needs that are specific and timely to their communities, as well as the ability to incentivize use through a local housing trust fund, as opposed to state level funds that are competitive and not as flexible. State partnership on housing issues is critical. Cities need to partner with the state on housing solutions. A state match for local housing trust funds is one way to do this. Enhancing existing trust funds and incentivizing and encouraging more cities to commit funds to housing needs because the state is supportive through a funding match. Municipalities should not be tasked with doing this work alone and in a silo when the concerns, issues, and solutions are statewide. We need state support through funding with flexibility. Housing needs during COVID-19 are not new. COVID-19 has revealed existing needs and inequities as well as exacerbated them. Any one of us can find ourselves at any place along the housing continuum at any time during our lives. Support through action and funding of a local housing trust fund match can and will address current pressing issues of housing needs and be a proactive tool in the near future. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate your consideration of House File 528.
Thank you for your testimony. And now we have Richard DeRosier from the Lake County HRA. Welcome to the committee. Please identify yourself for the record.
Thank you, ma'am. My name is Richard DeRosier. I'm kind of new to this whole testifying thing, so I apologize in advance. I was told I got about 3 minutes to talk, and my dry run was 3 minutes and 18 seconds. So I'll try to shave off if I can.
I think we're just fine. I think we're going to be just fine.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for allowing me to address you this morning. I am also here in support of House File 528. Real quick background on myself. I'm just recently retired out of law enforcement. I spent the last 33 years as an investigator with the Lake County Sheriff's Office. I've spent a career in trying to problem solve and make sense of a lot of things that quite simply just don't make any sense. I'm a board member for the Lake County HRA for the past 18 years. I'm also a city councilor for the city of Silver Bay for very close to that same amount of time. To give you just a brief geography lesson, again, I apologize. I don't mean to offend by no stretch, but Lake County sits up on the shore of Lake Superior, just north of Duluth. It goes all the way to the Canadian border, just east of Ely, Minnesota. Two Harbors is our county seat. The county is about 3,002 square miles. The next biggest city that we have is my city in Silver Bay here, with approximately 1,800 to 2,000 population. I think our county seat is about 3,500. And like so many areas across the state, Lake County just simply doesn't have enough housing for our residents, especially homes that are affordable to the residents and the workers here in our county. A specific example I can provide would be the North Shore Mining Taconite plant in the city of Silver Bay. And North Shore Mining is certainly the largest employer in our area in Silver Bay, and it is certainly a very prominent employer for Lake County as a whole. They have recently completed an expansion, which we tried to capitalize on. It was a year or so ago. It created many long-term construction jobs, and when finished, it presented an opportunity for more full-time jobs here in our area. Our problem, as all over the state, is there was just no place for these people to live. You know, they'd come in, they'd live in their campers, or they'd live outside the area. We couldn't capture them, so to speak. We couldn't keep them there. There's just no place for them to stay. There are people who, for many years and currently are working at that plant, who travel as far away, round trip every day, all over the Iron Range, as far away as Grand Rapids, down to Cloquet, into Wisconsin, 100 plus miles back and forth to go to work. Just as I was trying to type this up this morning, I happened to look online to try to see what available houses were in our area. There is one house for sale in Silver Bay on Zillow, and Beaver Bay, which is maybe 100 residents 3 miles away. There's one on mine for that as well. So it's bleak. We got the limited supply of houses that go up for sale in our area. They're quickly snapped up by people outside the area for second homes and vacation style properties. The North Shore is a beautiful place, and many people want to be a part of that. And although we welcome them here, we certainly do that. The simple fact of the matter is they're temporary residents. They're not putting families here that put kids in the schools that certainly help us out. They don't stay long enough to be part of a smaller workforce that could work at the hardware store or someplace in our small businesses. They're here and gone again. Basically, again, at the risk of sounding rude, they take up the homes is what's happening, especially in smaller communities. Lake County is currently working with a consultant to establish a local housing trust fund. Once we heard word of it, we thought that was a great idea. We're fortunate enough that we have some money in our coffers that we thought what a great potential with this possible state match to put that to good use. So we quickly hired a consultant, and we're working with her to help us navigate the waters, so to speak. Assistance from the state in establishing a local housing trust fund for the Lake County HRA would be instrumental in implementing future projects and succeeding with the projects that we already have underway. Specifically, a match from the state for a local housing trust fund would be a generous offering, which would be immediately put to use in a project to create affordable housing along a Penn Avenue corridor of Silver Bay. And if any of you are familiar with Silver Bay, we sit off the highway, so it's very simple. Other than the stoplight, people can just drive straight by and head up toward the Canadian border. Unless you take a left to come into town, you drive right by us. It's nice in some aspects, but not in others. This Penn Avenue corridor is another entryway into the city, kind of the back door from the range, so to speak. And the Lake County HRA currently is in the process of acquiring upwards of 50 lots of tax forfeited property that Lake County has that have been sitting there for years. And we're in the middle of acquiring that. In fact, we've got it. It just got one more bug's got to be worked out, but it's ours. It'll get to us. And with that, we've hired an engineering firm, Bolton & Mink, to help us with a conceptual plan of how to properly develop that property of that corridor. So the state partnership with a state match would really help small communities like ours, which have limited resources for housing.
Thank you. Oh, was that?
One more sentence.
Okay.
I'm going in my 18 seconds now.
Got it.
I got a local housing trust fund is a fiscally responsible way to utilize the limited resources of a small HRA by leveraging with a state match. It's the smart thing to do and would be greatly beneficial for the creation of an affordable housing that Lake County so desperately needs. Thank you again for allowing me to address all of you this morning and your consideration in House File 528. And I am certainly also available for any questions that you might have. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Members, are there questions for either the author or our testifiers? Mr. Worth?
Madam Chair, there are no questions in the queue.
This is Representative Howard, final comments.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to my testifiers. In way of my closing comments, what I would say is that, we just heard two stories about communities that understand that the access to quality, affordable housing is critical to the health, vitality, and long-term strength of their communities. And if time allowed, we would have community leaders, dozens of them from all across the state, coming to our committee to say the exact same thing. Our communities understand this, they are stepping up, and we as a state have an important role to listen and to step up with them to meet our housing challenges all across the state. And that's what this local housing trust fund state match bill would do. And I would encourage all of your support, and thank you.
Thank you, Representative Howard. House File 528 is laid over for consideration in our budget. Thank you.